Barclay from Orthopaedic Rehab Specialist. How are you?
Good morning. You guys are doing great. How about you guys?
Well, we're trying to figure out how to work this show.
We've enjoyed our partnership with you folks on a number of angles. The Orthopaedic Rehab Specialist photo galleries online at JTV. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, our pleasure.
And our partnership on the running series. It's been awesome, and it's grown so much in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and my understanding is you're going to have a key person involved in the race series next week here in Melissa Burgett.
Yeah.
That's been growing and bringing in the partnership she has with like the American Heart Association. It's been great.
It's not only elevated, I think the experience of the races has been elevated, but also just kind of the community aspect of it. It seems like each race is more of a big deal each time it comes around.
Yeah, and it's funny because you get the people that have been doing it for years and years with us that at first some of the changes were just different for them, but we're just trying to get a uniformity, get some educational things going, and it's coming together more and more.
Yeah, the prizes have increased, the trophies and the medals that people get, they're much sought after, and I think we've seen as an attraction to the community. People are coming from really miles away to run in these various races.
Yeah, and Melissa, I mean, I know you know her well.
Yeah.
She takes every little thing that didn't go the way she wanted and magnifies, grows it, so that she can make it better even next time. But she and obviously the help with Mark and Becca Nyson and people that we have involved with the marketing department have been wonderful.
Awesome. And Mark sent a video along, and let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see what he sent.
A lot of community outreach. Obviously, we run into each other all over the all over the place, but why is it that you guys give back to the communities that you serve?
Oh, I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, the community has supported us all this time. When Richard and Jerry started the business over 35 years ago, that was the whole thing. Just be able to connect with the community, and whether it be sponsorships or just active involvement. I really like that video that Mark put together. He put it together Monday. We had the Jackson Area Healthcare Angels through Jackson Magazine, and I was able to be the presenter of the awards for my second time, which was awesome.
And one of your people,
one of our people, Melissa Burgett.
Yeah.
was our recipient, which was awesome. But no, Mark put that together, and I said, we don't want to focus on our physical therapy services or promote who we are as a company in that environment. We want to talk about what we do in the community, and so I just think being able to connect with everyone who supported us for all this time is important to us.
It's been great. You guys are moving your total joint center. Where is that going to?
We have a few things going on right now. So the Total Joint Center was in our original building that Richard and Jerry started back in 1987. And actually, we didn't have it for a while. We brought it back about 20 years after Jerry and Richard had originally bought it. We bought it back and made it the Total Joint Center. But over time, we're actually getting ready for a big transition next month. But in the preparation for that, the Total Joint Center is now in our main building at Page Avenue. So Connie, who's been our lead total joint therapist for the last couple years now, she's moved over and brought our patients over there. And then the next big step is next month. We're moving into a larger facility that's under construction right now, and hopefully we've been delayed a little bit, hopefully mid-October actually is going to happen.
Top secret.
Very top secret. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. I've been invited to take a tour of the complex.
Is that so?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
By developers or Melissa?
But certainly not Kevin.
No,
I have no problem with that whatsoever if you wanted to go through. I mean, it's not a secret.
It's not a secret?
No.
You want to say where it is?
Yeah, it's going to where the Mid-Michigan Health Center on West Avenue. They've been developing. Anybody going by West Avenue has watched that for a while now. So we're going to be moving to a much bigger facility, more open for everybody, and be able to house both the Total Joint Center and our main office better. Be over 6,000 square feet, but we're taking the top floor.
Awesome.
Over there, so the medical building that they're putting in there.
It's amazing that piece of property can house all that right there. It's so amazing when you drive by it. It's insane, really.
Matt invited me.
He did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No,
Coming soon.
It's coming along. I haven't been in there in the last couple of weeks, but no, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
What amazing growth! I mean, the growth of the company, all the new locations that you have throughout Mid-Michigan, but your heart's in Jackson, and really that's the bulk of your business, and it's been great to see how you've grown and how much a part of the community you are, and also. I think both of us, we've experienced your services, and we can tell from the inside out how great a company it is by the caring that all of your people provide. And you mentioned during the break that you were filling in on a lot of people's vacations over the summer, and it's likely that one of the owners is going to be helping you when you're at
We're also active clinicians, and it's been nice. And one thing we've tried to copy from the very, very first clinic we had, and what's great about the vacation coverage is I'm in 5 different clinics in 5 weeks, and each time, especially if someone doesn't know I'm an owner and they ask someone who's that guy, they want to come up and tell me how wonderful the staff is. You should know how great these people are here, and it doesn't matter what clinic I go to. It's great.
Yeah. So we mentioned the Orthopaedic Rehab Specialist Photo Galleries. Do you know there are thousands of galleries on our website?
I do know that.
Hundreds of thousands of photographs.
I do.
Over half a million photos.
Wow, really?
In the galleries. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Covering not just high school sports, but really the whole community. We'll have a lot of Bright Walls coverage, of course. This weekend. It's happening in Jackson. It's happening in the ORS photo galleries.
It's amazing.
GTV.tv.
It's legendary. Legendary stuff. You guys have got a health and wellness fair, don't you?
We have a health and wellness fair.
I think. There's a health and wellness fair. Or no, these are pillars of health and wellness.
Yeah, this is, we have, it's been a couple years now that we brought in the 4 main pillars of health and wellness beside just providing physical therapy services and athletic training services and performance. Look at the patient as a whole and be able to provide resources in diet and nutrition, sleep, stress, just to overall try to help out a patient and not just with their physical injuries. But this was a great thing. This picture here is our ORS scholarship program. We give scholarships we gave 20 scholarships, I think, last year.
That's
$10,000 worth of scholarships to seniors looking to go into healthcare.
That's very cool.
So we want to try and do that. But
yeah, I think also you're the first company to step up and provide one of the groups of scholarships that the Ambassador Dinner at Jackson High awards, specifically for a student that's interested in going into some sort of healthcare therapy. And I think a lot of other companies followed your lead and decided, hey, that's a great idea. And now it's become a very big part of the Ambassador Dinner.
Yeah, and anything that we can do to help connect youth to healthcare and guide them through. I mean, that's our niche, so we want to be able to do that. But no, I think the most exciting thing we didn't get a chance to talk about, obviously, did you guys know, is that my Buffalo Bills are playing tonight.
That's right.
Against
I didn't.
Ed Stafford in the defending world.
Right.
world
Josh
champions.
Allen is my quarterback.
Is he for fantasy?
For the JTV fantasy team. So I'm a Bills guy tonight too.
I really hope he does very well for you, Andy.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Bart's mad that he's not in the fantasy football league.
I wasn't even informed that there was a fantasy football league going on here. So
Sorry.
that's okay.
I apologize on behalf of all the staff
Thank you.
and the commissioner, Adam.
Thanks. Well, good luck to you and the Bills tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks,
It's
Kevin.
a big game.
It was a heartbreak last year.
We don't have to talk about it. It's a new season.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
No, thanks for
Thanks
having me
a
on,
lot.
guys.
Yeah, owner at Orthopaedic Rehab Specialist, Kevin Barclay. Next up, Experience Jackson takes us, I think, on a horse ride, so stay tuned.
Some things in your medicine cabinet are more dangerous than others. When it comes to prescription drugs, opioid pain medicines can be addictive and even deadly. Half the people who misuse prescription pain medicines get them from a friend or family member. Be part of the solution. Go through your medicine cabinets, drawers, anywhere you keep unused opioid pills, patches, or syrups. Find out how to dispose of them safely. Visit fda.gov/drug disposal.
The Powder Center in Jackson is raising the curtain on the 2022-23 season. Join Christian artists We Are Messengers with special guest Jordan St. Cyr. Spend the night rockin' with REO Speedwagon, comedian and actor Paul Reiser, country music icon Craig Morgan. Enjoy great family entertainment with the Acrobats of China, and music superstar Michael Bolton sings his greatest hits and holiday favorites. Individual and season tickets on sale now. Go online or call the Powder Center ticket office today.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best. For over 35 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. Whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, The Walking Dead, or even Stranger Things and Star Wars, Nostalgia's friendly staff has decades of experience and can find the perfect gift for that fanatic in your life. With the largest selection and inventory of the latest comics, you're always sure to find something new and different at Nostalgia. Looking for something from years back? Our backstock selection can't be beat. And don't forget to ask about our subscription service so you never miss an issue. Into Magic the Gathering, D&D, Pokemon, or tabletops? We've got everything you could ever need. Whether you're starting a new hobby, a seasoned collector, or just shopping for that superhero in your life, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson.
In a minute, you're going to take us, I think, to a horse place.
Yes.
And a horse video. I have my own horse video.
Well, okay.
I thought I'd share with you.
No.
It's, remember Sandy, the horse at Myers?
Sandy, yeah.
Yeah, the seesaw.
Penny
Here's
horse.
two horses on seesaws.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
Is that in England?
Probably. I don't know where it is, but I could watch this for hours.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I had an opportunity to go to a place that I really did not know existed here near Jackson, and Rachel Buchanan and I head out to Horsin' Around Stables in Waterloo. Let's check it out. Today on a visit with Experience Jackson, we are at Horsin' Around Stables at Waterloo Recreation Area, and I'm with John Stimpson, who is Wrangler here, and Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson. And Rachel, I'll start with you. I pulled in and I was amazed. I have never been here. I know you have never been here.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful. Kind of the rolling hills out there and the trees and everything kind of set the perfect scene as you pull in. It's just gorgeous. Not only being here, but on the ride as well.
Yeah, and how long did it, I mean, we came from downtown. How long did that take?
I want to say it was 23 minutes or so. Not to, point to my GPS or anything, but yeah, real close.
Yeah, very close to Jackson. And this property has a long history to it, and I understand you're the man who knows all that history. Tell us a little bit about the property, where it's been and where it is today.
Sure, we're all on state land right here, so your tax dollars pay for this as part of the Waterloo Recreation Area. It was actually formed in the early 1900s by the state. It was settled in the 1800s by people, and they just determined it wasn't good for farming, and then the state took over and kind of acquired it and made it into a state park. It's actually one of the third largest state parks in the state of Michigan. And a lot of the hills you see here are just because of the glacier formations that were around in the, obviously way back in the day, but it's just a great area to ride at, plenty of woods in the shade, just the hills, and a lot of people come, to visit the park. They bring their horses, there's hiking, plenty of activities to do out here.
Yeah, we obviously see a number of horses behind us, but yeah, talk about some of the things that the public can do out here. I know that you can ride for an hour if you want.
That is correct. We offer 1 hour guided horseback trail rides. You leave here, obviously, and they're all with the Wrangler. So, we do lessons beforehand. We do 6 years old all the way up to 106. So if you feel, nervous, plenty of people might be nervous if they're riding for the first time. I always like to tell them, by the time you get down that 2-track, you make that first left, you're going to be like, you know what, I can do this. These horses listen to me when I ask them to do something. I'll be a pro by the time I get back.
What are some of the reactions that you see from young kids, or maybe doing their first ride, or maybe a family that's just coming out and enjoying their day? What's it like when they leave here?
When they leave here, some kids are like gung-ho and they'll go right out and do it. Some of them are a little apprehensive, but the best part is when they come back and they have a huge smile on their face and they go, I want to do this again. I want my own horse. So I mean, that's probably the most rewarding part, is just seeing people that may have never been on a horse before come back and just enjoy the experience and want to do it again.
Now, when we got here, we were greeted by it was probably the nicest greeting we've ever had, Rachel. So if anyone was nervous about riding a horse, once they get here, the staff is going to put that to rest.
Yeah, an amazing crew. And I was really surprised between your knowledge, John, and some of the other wranglers and members here. It seems like you've really got kind of every area covered. I know one of the things they mentioned too was kind of a rescue that they do here, and how some of the horses come from that background. I thought that was a really cool way to give people that chance to ride and to give those horses a chance to thrive too.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now, John, tell me a little bit about what goes into raising horses and getting horses ready to be ridden.
So obviously it starts in the morning with feeding. So that's the first thing we do, is we feed them. Then after they get fed breakfast, we'll get them, brushed, picked, saddled. So basically you got to pick their feet, get anything in there that might be in their feet out of there, brush them, make sure there's nothing that's going to poke, stick, or stab them when you put a saddle on their back. And then we also do fly spray in the summertime just to keep bugs off of them, because the bugs will irritate them, and we don't want that as well. But after that, they're ready to go for a couple trail rides a day, and
So when talk a little bit about when you guys are open and when's the best. I know that there's a website which has tons of information, and I know you can pre-book rides and things like that, but when's the best time to just come on out?
Anytime, really. I mean, mornings are great. We open at 11, come out for a nice early ride, maybe an afternoon ride. We have our moonlight rides, any time of day. And the good thing about being in the woods is right now it's a little warm today, but when you get in the woods, it's usually 5 to 10 degrees cooler with the shade.
It's very cool. Now, Rachel, you and I are not going to ride a horse today. It was not recommended that you and I ride a horse, but we brought someone.
We did. Haley is with us today, and she's our horse rider extraordinaire who's gonna try it out, and she's thrilled.
We're now in the staging area, and I'm with Becky, one of the wranglers. And Becky, you're from Australia. Tell me about your experience here and how long you've been here.
I've been here since April 2016, in the country that is. Been at the barn for 2 years. It was actually COVID that brought me out here to come find happiness with Sherry and the horses.
It certainly looks like you definitely found happiness. And Haley is going to be riding today, and Becky and John are going to go through and get Haley ready. So we're going to kind of tag along and see what they do. Becky, tell me this horse's name.
His name is Cromwell, nicknamed Crommy.
Okay, and this is the horse that you would put a beginner rider on, a 6-year-old.
A 6-year-old, a kid, a nervous person, a beginner, yes. He knows his job.
Okay.
He knows his job very well.
All right, we'll let you do your thing with Haley.
All right, hands left foot in. Yep, push up and over. Good job. Have you ridden before? You have?
So I'll have to adjust the stirrup for you, so if you can put your knee right here for me. Thank you.
Riding Western, heels down, toes up. It actually secures you nicely into your seat, so Haley's going to be nice and secure. So if he jumps or spooks out there being a flight animal, she's going to ride nicely with the horse and move with him. If she's all relaxed with her knees bent, she jumps left, she's going to come off to the right. So heels down, toes up. Also lots more comfortable than riding English like I'm used to over there. That's my Aussie saddle. It's knees bent all the way. He is getting the horse to walk on. So now Haley, if you run your hands down that left rein a little bit, keep going, give him a kiss and a quick, yep. Run your hand down the left rein, turn left, yep, there you go. There you go. If you want to straighten back up, he'll keep going straight up there for you. Give him more of a squeeze and a kick, he'll go for you. There you go. Yeehaw.
And it sounds like everyone that comes here is going to have a great time riding any of the horses that you saddle them up on.
Yeah, of course. Our horses are good. They know their job. It's always a fun time.
I'm with Doug Brown, who's the office manager, and Doug, I have to compliment your hat. Where does one find a hat like that?
This was wife bought this one, so I don't know where the heck she got it. Online somewhere.
It's very nice. Now, if someone's booking a ride, they're probably going to talk to you, but you're the one who kind of makes things run smooth around here, and I handle all the scheduling. Talk a little bit about your role here.
Well, that's why we're proud of getting, if you book a 1 o'clock ride, you're going out at 1 o'clock, you'll be back at 2 o'clock, and the 2 o'clock ride will go out. People are happy they don't have to wait around. We don't have to get their horse ready. Everything's ready to go when they show up. So
yeah, we just sent John, Becky, and Haley out, but normally you'd have another group ready to go in the staging area, and yeah, it really makes, you're very respectful of people's time and their money, and it's a great experience.
It is fun, and we're happy to be one of the last 2 actually riding stables in the whole lower part of Michigan. They've all gone to the wayside. So
it's amazing, and 80% of the horses here are rescues. Talk a little bit about what that means.
Well, Sherry will rescue them. I can't tell you some stories how she's gotten them because the people were abusing them, and she's gone out of her way to save them. But a lot of them are people just can't afford all the medical procedures that need to be done on a horse, and she'll take them over. She's actually been at U of M when she heard a woman say, "Just put him down," and Sherry said, "What?" And Sherry actually took that horse right from U of M, brought him out here, and worked on him for about 3 years. This is the first year actually that he's rideable.
Wow.
And we're just getting him ready for customers.
That's amazing. It
Keep them
is.
happy.
Yeah, this is a wonderful place, wonderful staff. Thanks to you and all your staff for everything you guys are doing. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. We love it. We love it.
Hi, I'm Phil Tripp from Tripp's Collision Centers in Jackson, Lansing, and soon to be East Lansing.
And I'm Barb Tripp, inviting you to join us at Bright Walls, the finale, on September 8th through the 11th in downtown Jackson.
Bright Walls is a 4-day festival of murals, music, and lots of food and lots of fun.
Go to brightwalls.com for festival maps, concert tickets, and the full schedule.
So mark your calendar and join us for the Bright Walls finale, September 8th through the 11th.
Serving the greater Jackson area for over 25 years, Tamrock's Automotive knows that your life does not come to a halt because of a concern with your vehicle. Our mission is to provide extraordinary service for every customer, every time. We offer pickup and drop-off service, free loaner vehicles, free car wash, and a 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty on most repairs. And yes, your vehicle will be diagnosed on the same day of your appointment. Our extensive health and safety inspections, our professional technicians, and state-of-the-art technology will ensure that you know the current condition of your vehicle. You can make an informed decision on the repairs made to your car or truck. When your ride is at a standstill, but your life is not, take it to Tamrock's. Automotive repair you can count on.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
It all started when one customer came in and talked to one banker. From that moment on, County National Bank has been known for helping